All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It's a Saturday afternoon, maybe an evening. I don't know where you're at in the world, but my name is Michael. We have the beautiful Taunja. How are you doing?
Hi.
And Mr. Troy, sir, how are you?
What's happening? How you doing, Michael?
Man, we just hanging out now. We don't have an agenda here. This is just for fun. You ever do anything for fun? Remember when you used to do stuff for fun in your life?
Don't y'all like surprises?
Exactly. So in the spirit of surprises, in the spirit of family just coming together, we are Prince fans here. So we were just recording, switch the style up. And I was like, you know what, goddamn it. I don't want it to be over. Let's have some more fun. So hello, we got people jumping in. Dina, hello. How are you?
He talked me into it.
Yeah.
Eugene, how you doing? Stacy. Hey. So we're just here having fun, talking about some Prince and whatever else we, I guess, get into talking about. But man, how y'all doing?
Do we continue talking about what we were talking about?
Can we first talk about the text that we get every 5 minutes and about the junk that Paisley is dropping?
I'm not
I didn't know we were going there, but
I get it secondhand from you.
Sure.
My only concern is, era mixing. That's just number one.
The Third Eye Girl jacket.
Oh, how about the dirty mind jacket with the symbol? Come on.
Have you ever looked? There is, if you look on the emails, you can see the company that sort of manages.
Who is it
doing this?
I don't look.
And they cover, or they take care of a lot of artists, I guess, sort of merch estates. I'm curious, does the Prince estate come up with the ideas for some of these clothing, or does that company sort of suggest these things? It would almost look like that company is like.
That's what I was gonna say. I'd have to believe it's the company who's just like, what is the most generic Prince stuff that everybody knows?
I tend to disagree.
You do?
Because I think they've been doing it for a while, right? So
yeah, but then maybe
the same stuff.
You think it's the same stuff?
It's a bunch of stuff that's thrown on one thing. Like,
see, now we've talked about this. There's things that I think fans would really dig on,
right?
Such as that, like some peach glasses,
right?
I mean, wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be super cool.
Just necklaces that have all the symbols from the Love Sexy album, like a miniature version of the belt. Cool. I don't know. Hire me. Somebody hire me.
Consultant work.
Yeah.
I'm sick of writing my emails.
You send them emails?
Do I?
Uh-oh.
She's an email sender.
I'm the email sender, and I'm very detailed.
Hey,
she gets it done.
Yeah, I hope it just gets better. I hope they just pay attention to their marketplace and.
Well, and I know you're a champion for the music, as we all should be.
Oh, absolutely. But the merch is important. I mean, what we were just talking about, the look of Prince is important to the thing. Yeah.
Because we got to keep the doors open. But here's my thing. You were doing a good job. The merchandise, when it first came out, we had some great t-shirts. We had some great merch. We had some great jackets. We had some great things that were on point, right?
Mm.
But now it just seems like, let me just throw every Prince font into one big mash of something.
And some that didn't even exist.
Right. And then just do some research.
I hate to be a
I'm not being that, because somebody's going to buy it. People are buying it.
Are they? That's the thing. I don't know. Billy Sparks loungewear. There you go.
I would buy that.
That is a good idea, Dave.
The suit he had on.
Yes.
I tell you, they fucking up.
Yeah.
You got to give somebody work every night. You mean like a girl?
Some
Man, that would
sexy,
be
but
cold.
not dirty.
Yeah, that
I
would be
think they
cold.
were doing a good job. I love, okay, the price point is high, but the call and response pieces,
Yeah,
like
that's
that
cool
was
stuff.
insane. That's getting ready to be a birthday gift to myself. I'm getting that jacket.
Okay.
Nice.
But to me, that's a high end, right? That's one genre of category of merchandise.
Right. You can still make stuff for the common person
Yes.
that I think is really cool. And I don't know about you, but I like personally, I like wearing like kind of under the radar print stuff where only people that are other Prince people
would get it. Yeah, they would.
I like doing that kind of, I liked, that's kind of stuff I like just like motifs from the era, like a cloud t-shirt, but actual like cartoon clouds, not just something that's from the internet of a sky with some clouds. That didn't work for me.
They were not the clouds, y'all.
Yeah, and those suits, those sweatsuits and stuff. Okay, I like the idea, but execute it the way Prince would have executed.
It's attention to detail. I mean,
yes.
And
it's tough though. I mean, because I would imagine these things to manufacture can't be cheap. I don't know what the numbers are.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
stuff.
are people buying all this stuff? And then it's just, wow, warehouses.
I wonder if a lot of it is what they call it, almost like print to wear or print to own. Like they don't make it until a certain order. I don't know.
Well, we saw in Chicago, we saw like the boxes of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had a whole room in the back of merchandise that wasn't even on the floor, and the floor was completely packed.
Wow.
I don't know what's going to be the next place for that, since that is closing, right? The end of this month or January. It was supposed to be January 1st, and they changed it to New Year's Eve, right?
Oh, the immersive experience.
Oh yeah, it got extended.
You guys went to that. What'd you think of it?
Yeah.
We had a great time.
It was a good time hanging out with good friends.
So you said that like something you're leaving something out or something.
Chicago was very cool.
It was cool.
It was cool, but
keep it a bug now.
Complain about anything, man. I can complain about anything.
I got you.
But we enjoyed it. But I mean, some of the stuff that we would complain about, right? Or we would pick. We're the 2%.
Oh, okay.
That's going to really point out that and be like, that ain't the clouds.
Yeah.
That's some random clouds that was cut and paste.
We're the 2%?
That's not the right clouds.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that. But
it's like, what is this font? What album is that from?
Right. But that's us. But I love the opportunity of introducing this to people who, are not going to critique it like us, that will still go and enjoy it. It was an enjoyable time.
Totally.
But
and I love that they're doing it, because they're not doing it for like Michael Jackson fans or Michael
Jackson fans.
Just the fact that they're doing this stuff is cool.
But the thing about it is, to have Bose, this is the one thing that I will speak highly about, and I'm really mad about. To have Bose as the sponsor for the sound, for the whole experience, and for me to go into that sound area and supposedly be able to mix the songs and all that, to give us crappy sound and janky headphones, and Bose sponsor, like
I remember I was like, hey, that was pretty cool, and you're like, that sounded like
crappy, and the headphones were horrible. It's attention, I guess, because I work events, and it's small attention to detail of things like that drive me insane, especially when you have a sponsor. That's a sponsor for Bose. Right, for Bose to even put their name on it and to give them that quality of merchandise, just really it rubs me the wrong way.
I think one thing, and this is probably true to a lot of fan bases, and that's Nighttime Child or Night Child, I was about to say, the attention to detail from a Prince fan perspective. I don't know if there's any other fan base.
Nope. Can't
maybe Star Wars or something, but where the fans know so much about this stuff, and it mattered in the way it was presented to us by Prince. It was very specific and meticulously done, that anything outside of that with love is going to get called. That people are just going to mention, like, yeah, I don't know if that was, and that's just something I think they need to understand. Like, it's not that we're complaining, but because we took it as serious as Prince took it when he presented it to us, we just expect that same level of detail in the presentation, you know. And,
so when I first started LPP, and I was just doing tons of errors, like right after another, right? I was going all over the place. I was making these images, and I had it was like 1993 LPP, right? Prince in 1993, and I had the gold cymbal guitar with him, which hadn't happened yet, and some dude in France called that out, and I was like, oh damn, never happened again. Never happened again. Detail is everything.
Yeah,
the detail makes a big difference.
I wanted to ask you guys this. We'll talk about this enough. And Andre, I see you online, sir. I get texts and the DMs. I see you. But I also bootlegs. I see that there is a small club bootleg. I don't know if you've seen this picture of. It looks like it's a vinyl, and they do it all. I mean, they do it up. I don't know how they make these or who's printing these up. They just look so professional and so enticing. But I'm curious. I'm not hugely into bootlegs like I used to be. Though, do I have them back in the? Absolutely. Do I listen to them? Absolutely. But it's interesting to me that they seem to be going just as strong on the underground. But I actually feel I admit that I do feel a certain kind of way about them a little bit now. Like, I like that the music is out there to listen to, but I just have a problem that people are paying for them. Because I'm all, where's the money going? Is it just going back to the guys who put in a lot of work to make these packages and the art and everything? But it's just like it's built on the back of this other man. And do they break bread any sort of way with the people that own the music? Or just I kind of have, at 53, I don't know if I'm being a hypocrite, but I do feel a certain kind of way, like, man.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong. I mean, it takes away from artists. It takes away from artistry. But it's a fine line, because here I am looking at bootleg vinyl I have, right?
Right.
But what was Scotty Baldwin?
I can do the dope, but you stay away from me. I learned it from you, Dad. Get it.
But what has Scotty Baldwin been saying that I think really makes a lot of sense is to release it all for free. Everything. Release it all for free.
And here's the thing about it, because
for free,
and what's
free. Well, even like a monthly subscription thing.
But the thing about it is, music doesn't make money anymore, y'all. That's what everybody's complaining about. Everyone streams. Artists make pennies on the dollar. But it's not the same industry that it was before.
Right.
But I want my pennies. So and you were right. And the thing is, that's what I'm saying. But so then why are they charging for this thing? Then I would just say, then just put it out on streaming on the internet for free. Why take the money?
Are you asking about why the bootleggers are taking the money? Because people are giving the money.
True. I mean, I just wish like there was a way that
when people are,
there was some ways that, even if it was just a dollar or something out of the $50 it took, man, I'm gonna go buy something from the estate, or I'm gonna donate this money. At least like at least they would be in the spirit of Prince. They could be like, you know what? There's a certain percentage of the money that we made off of the sale of this. We're going to donate it to an organization that Prince may have supported or something. At least then I'd be like, okay, they're not just straight stealing. Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
And what's up, Big Sexy? I see you out there.
Yes.
What's up,
And
Mark?
you know what?
Hey, Mark. What's happening?
Mark, I'm quietly a fan of yours. I just want to let you know we have a lot of things in common. I'm a foodie too, and I love some Michelin star restaurants, and I'm an audiophile. So we got some stuff to talk about.
So we need to have a.
I was gonna have.
We'll do it. We're gonna do a whole. I'm talking about real life.
Oh yeah.
Where I think 2023. We'll mark my words. We will do the podcast juice get together, meet up.
Are we all going to Minneapolis in June?
We'll do somewhere, but we're gonna do it. Dr. Claw, I expect you to be there too.
Dr. Claw. So me and him go way back. Yeah.
I don't know Dr. Claw, I don't think, but hi, man. What's happening?
Way back. But I think the subscription service would be great.
Absolutely.
The thing about it is, again, I hate to go back to the 2%. It's the 2% of us. Like, how many people are really, really wanting to buy the stuff that we want to buy?
I think most Prince fans would, though.
Is it enough for them want to?
What do you say that again?
So the stuff that we want, right? Does it make sense for them to do all these presses and to have all this stuff on sale? Like, is it going to sell? Yes, physically.
Right?
Is it going to sell? Is it worth doing it?
They have the Bruce Springsteen estate thing does this. And I'm not a super fan, so I wouldn't know nothing about it till somebody told me. But they released his live stuff.
Pearl Jam does that too. They release their live.
And in today's niche economy world, of course, there's enough people that would want to do that. Again, I'm not putting it in the stores.
But no, I'm talking about the obscure stuff that we're asking for.
Yeah, you put it in that streaming service. Yeah, in the service. I think people who do OnlyFans
from a business standpoint.
It can be done. I think it can be done.
I'm just thinking of it from a business standpoint of how much it is to produce it, how much it is to market it, how much it is to put it out. Is it going to sell? Like outside of his standard albums, all these outtakes and the concerts and the stuff that we want. Does it make sense to go through a whole production of it instead of doing like a streaming service where we pay a monthly fee to get it? Or do we just put it out for everybody to buy?
I say
does it make
streaming
sense?
Service for hardcore fans and you price it accordingly.
Okay.
If they can sell these high-end clothing materials that I don't think the average person would buy on their website, then they can sell high-priced streaming service directly to fans, in my opinion. And they don't have to super clean up the stuff. I don't think that's necessary either. Like, I'll take it raw.
But if it's a subscription thing, though, then there's still going to be bootlegs.
Yeah,
there's always going to be bootlegs
free where anybody can get it. That's the only way to eliminate.
Yeah, but I just don't. But my thing is, I'll say, well, make the Beatles stuff free first, and then we can go make Prince's stuff. Because we're not devaluing my man's material.
We're not
gonna do that.
Yeah,
they ain't gonna do it. If you look at it that way, yes. But if you look at it as like a way to educate or
like I said, let's start with
invite.
Yep, let's start with Bob Dylan and all them first.
Okay,
let's educate
Bob
Dylan.
And speaking of subscription services, and I've been talking about this for a while, and this is something I've been writing, my yearly email that's gone unnoticed, but some stuff I've seen has happened. How would y'all feel about, since Paisley Park is a museum, right? People have memberships for museums. How would everybody feel about having tiered memberships to Paisley Park and having access all year?
Yeah.
For paying
that's a cool
yearly fee. Like
if you pay for Celebration, you should be able to come back.
Not even that, but say for instance, they do a tiered membership. Like say for instance, you are like the founder, you pay $1,000, right? And for that $1,000, you get unlimited access throughout the year. And you have certain curated events that are just for that level of membership. But then you have memberships at different tiers, like 1,000, 500, 150, or just contributor, just to keep the doors open. Like,
I would love it. I'm sure that somebody would complain, but that's just the nature of
everybody complains about
right.
What Andre said, but lifetime members shared to non-members. We're back to square one. That's the
yeah. Well, listen, there's going to always be a level of things that are out of reach monetary to some people. That's just
but that's why you have different tiers. Or if you want to contribute, you can contribute your dollar. Every dollar counts.
That's what I do with my Patreon. You probably do it with yours too, Michael.
Yeah,
we got the tiers, and you get rewards based on your level of donation or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's just all about making it value added. Like if it seems like it's got value to it and it appeals to the base, do it. I might be priced out at a certain point, but that's fine. Like I got something to strive to. Like, man, I can go there for $2,000. You can go do this.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I think it would be a great
idea. That's a good.
I have so many ideas and stuff.
Me too.
And I'm sick of. And you know what? And I can complain because you know what? I'm still gonna go every year, and I'm still gonna buy something every year, and I'm still going to do something. But at the same token, I've bought my way in to complain as much as I want.
There you go. That's a good one.
Heidi.
Yeah.
Hey, Heidi.
Where you say? Oh, hey. How you doing?
Yeah.
Got a nice little group in here. Salute to everybody in here tonight or today.
Some friendly faces.
I don't know your actual name, but hi, man. What's happening?
What else? I think. What are you guys listening to right now? This last week of Prince.
Of Prince?
Yeah. In the chat too.
In the chat?
Listen to
this last week. I always listen to that first album. Like,
really?
Yeah, it's part of my daily. I wouldn't say daily, but
when were you born?
No, Michael.
No, I mean not what year. I'm just saying what time of the month.
Again.
What month were you born?
I was born in January. I have a birthday next month. January the 29th, if anyone wants to contribute to my my jacket that I'm going to get from Congress, you please send funds. It's $ Taunja. You can just contribute to my fund. Thank you. Yeah, I always go back to that first album, even if it's just one. My favorite song, which is "Crazy You," my all-time top number one Prince song ever, just because of the simplicity of it, the rawness of it, the hungriness that you can just hear and the innocence in that song. Like, that's my song I go to when I just need like a smile on my face when I'm having a bad day.
I feel you.
So the three of us, there's our little family has enlarged, but there's three of us, me, Taunja, and Peter, and before we went last summer to Celebration, we're like, okay, let's make our top 20 Prince songs, and when we're driving around, we'll rotate and go. And yeah, I already knew that was your number one before that. But yeah, that was a fun and really difficult exercise, by the way. To condense it to 20 songs instead of like it was like 20 songs that like changed your life or made you a Prince fan.
That made you a Prince fan. It was 20 songs, and then we had one
oh yeah, Cynic is awesome, by the way. Sorry to interrupt.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we had one bonus bootleg.
Oh yeah, bonus bootleg or by somebody else.
Yeah.
Ooh, well, real quick, I want to ask about the bootleg thing. Troy, what are you listening to?
I've actually been listening to Grace Jones' channel on Pandora.
You got the echo. Do you hear that?
Yeah, why is that happening?
I don't hear it.
I can kind of hear it.
Oh yeah, that sticky like groove 15 minutes.
But I haven't been listening to a lot of Prince except for a bootleg actually that someone sent me free. And
Don't
it
mind
had
me.
like early versions of Kate Bush's song that they did together, which is kind of cool to hear.
Phony
You know what?
people. Who was that? Oh, Stacy. Phony people. Oh, phony people. They are freaking amazing. People are talking about different music that they listen to in the chat.
I was listening to the 1999 Deluxe last night. Ooh, can you mute your mic or something?
Is it me?
Troy? Check. No, I still hear it.
So is it me?
Mute your mic. Check. Maybe it was. Turn your mic back on, Troy. Troy, your mic on? Hello, Troy.
Yeah, I was trying to mess around with stuff.
Check,
Can you
check.
hear me? Is it better?
1, 2.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Okay.
And mine's back
It's
on.
still in there. I don't know what's causing this.
Still echoing.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it just me?
Nah, hold on. Let me
I
try.
gotta leave the boys' room.
We're doing it live.
Back out.
Oh, I have a birthday twin. Dorothy, yes, the 29th. January. And Oprah.
Anyway.
It's John Lennon.
And I'm sorry, you said you're listening to a boot that somebody gave you, Troy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got early versions of Why Should I Love You? I can't tell if it's before Prince did stuff to it or not. But
if it was up to you, and the state said we're gonna do what you say, what album or music period would you put out? Like
Asalande, yeah. Just want to tell.
I mean, I don't know if any of the stuff is available, but like we were talking earlier, the stuff between 1979 and Dirty Mind, if they had some kind of a way to do a deluxe version of that era, like where it changed so dramatically, I would love something like that.
Okay. Taunja?
You know me. I want the early stuff. I want all that. I want the outtakes from that. I want to hear like D'Angela always says, I want to hear everything. I want to hear it all. I want to hear every second of that whole first 3 album outtakes, everything. Like, can we get any of that?
Yeah, maybe it would have to be the first 3 albums. That would be cool. As a deluxe set. Like the first 3. That would be sweet.
Yeah, I think my first pick would be the Parade.
Yeah.
Parade Times.
Well, wasn't it like rumored that was coming up?
I think it was Diamond. I think it was Diamond and Pearls because they released
that too.
And that was it.
Yeah, it's the anniversary, like a big number of that. So it seems like Diamonds and Pearls was kind of slated, and I don't like some folks. Marcus is Marcus Bunton on here? He had a chat with me. We were like, what's happening? Like it's like radio silence.
Yeah, it's switched hands, so we don't know.
Yeah, I think people were saying they might be waiting for the documentary to come out or something.
When does that happen?
How true that is.
Yeah,
I think next year. I'm hoping, but I don't have any inside track.
Oh yeah, next year is next month. Duh.
2023. Yeah.
Someone in the chat mentioned Asalande. His remix of The Dance. If y'all have not, I'm a house head too, so I travel for house music. But Asalande did a remix of The Dance that is out of this world. If you were at Celebration, shout out to my boy DJ Spinner.
He played it for you.
He was like, it was you. Okay. Asalande, The Dance, amazing. But
and Bradley's a cold musician himself. Like he's super talented.
Yeah, that's something else they could also do. They could do a whole house mix, like drop of just.
I do see. Sorry to interrupt, Timothy DLCS. Yeah, I see you. Thanks for that kind word, man. Appreciate that.
Let me ask you. See, you brought up house music.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of those guys. I hated when Prince. I said hated when Prince was flirting around with house sound at the time that it came. I just couldn't. It didn't sit right for me, man. I never thought it just didn't work for me. I mean, I know the song. What am I talking about? Like, one, two, three, four.
Chelsea Rogers.
No. It's on the Come album, isn't it?
I love the Come album. Was that housey?
From what I know of, right?
I don't think of it.
But any of the dance type stuff, the techno stuff, I couldn't.
No,
it didn't work for me.
But that's
that one worked for me a lot, actually. That Come album and the whole electronic shit. That was like, oh man, that was great. But
Loose, Loose.
Yeah, Loose. That album to me is like, that's up there. But I'm thinking more like the house music was around the Diamonds and Pearls era. He was doing like remixes and stuff, right?
I like that though. That one, the one that was on Get Off, style. I thought that was dope. I was like, okay. It was like slave.
No, you can't be honest, Taunja.
Please do.
We have guests, so I'm not going to be as honest as I usually am.
Okay, yeah, we have guests.
But I'll be a little honest. Let me straighten myself up a little bit.
Here, let me give you the floor. Hold on, let's see.
I just never liked the way that he executed house. And the thing about it is he was a house head. He loved house music and he loved dance music. But I just think it just wasn't done right. That's it. That's how I feel about him and rapping too. Look, I'm a diehard, right? But I can also call out his wrong shit.
Me too. We're realists.
You don't like any of the rap stuff? Really?
I can look back and listen to it now and I can appreciate it more. But at the time I was just kind of embarrassed a little bit.
I was completely embarrassed.
What about Get Off? You like Get Off?
Yeah, I love Get Off. I love Get Off.
That wasn't like a whole. I love Get Off.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's those songs when he's just trying to do it the whole song. Like, skip.
I'm down with Tony M even. It's almost like just when he is doing the rapping that I'm like,
What other raps? Well, My Name is Prince. I didn't like that. I'm sorry. But I know people.
But again, that was, I think at the time I was more like embarrassed. Like looking back and listening to it now, I can get into it.
It's kind of fun, it's like it's funny that he would do that. I'm like,
right,
I appreciate that he jumped into that.
Well, like you were talking earlier, it's like he had the mentality of like, I can do that and I'm gonna do that, but better. I don't know if he achieved it with rap and hip hop, but that was like his mentality. It's like, I can do that too, but I'm gonna do it better than you did.
But here's this person at Redman Corey. So Corey, he's a rapper. He writes. That's his lane. That's what he does. Why would he try to sound like CL Smooth?
Nah, I wouldn't expect him to sound like that.
Right. That's not his lane. His first album, was it a rap album? No.
And I was heavily into rap and hip hop at that time. But
yeah, how did you
there
feel
was certain
about it?
Well, again, so when I heard Get Off though, I was like, wow. It blew my mind. I was like, man, he got the production down and the way he's flowing works for him. Like, and it's still Prince.
Yeah,
I was amazed by that. I was like,
but it was a pocket of it because he didn't rap the whole song.
Right.
It was a pocket. I'm talking about the song from the beginning to the end, a rap song.
Can't think of one right.
Like which song?
I can't think of any of them because I blocked them out of my mind. But
I think it was like blocked when they came out. It was like, okay, I heard that once. I don't think I need to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think it was,
Was it Tootsie Rock? Tootsie Roll, Pimpin' and Cane?
Yeah.
I wasn't really feeling that, but I mean, listen.
What is it? I can't even think of it. My brain stopped working.
His later, but now I mean I love it all now, which is funny. Like I find myself listening to that because I never gave it as much time as I should back then, and now I listen to him like, wow, it's so fascinating that he was just jumping around and doing all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We got a shout out to John Scott Anthony Photography for the super chat. Love your channel. What I want is an album hand selected by Susan Rogers, Wendy, and Lisa of their favorite tracks they created with Prince, or let Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam into the vault and create. Interesting.
Both interesting ideas.
Yeah, very.
I would love to hear the Terry Lewis Jimmy Jam.
I would too.
Yeah.
For them to curate something, that would be
cool.
Yeah.
That would be something they should consider, like the guys who came from the camp and let them sort of like, yeah, I remember this song that he didn't put out, but y'all would love. I know it's in there, or they can just add more. I mean, I guess they do that with Susan Rogers and Wendy and Lisa. We've been getting that, I suppose.
We've been getting that.
Yeah, we've been.
We're done.
Would love to hear some.
We're done. We're done. Move on. There are other people.
Right.
There are other people that can contribute.
Days a While. That's the joint to me.
Yeah.
That was rapping. To me, that's when I was like,
see,
that was another one where I was like, yeah, he locked in on that one.
That's one of those songs in the moment. Like, it's a moment song.
But I think you're right. It's like I can handle it. I can like it now. Like I think it was like when it came out.
You didn't like it
when context of everything else that was out. It was like,
Wow. Okay.
I
thought. Go ahead.
But now it's great.
I know it's funny because I used to do a thing when some of those albums came out that had like the sprinkle of stuff that didn't. To me, it just didn't.
Muscle Control is awesome.
Flow right. Like I used to have to remix them and put them in order that I could listen to them because sometimes I found like it didn't just flow right.
Oh yeah, that was maybe one of his earlier sort of rap. I would call it kind of a rap. The thing he does on "If a Girl Dances."
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, I thought Days a While. That's what I was going to go back to. I thought when I first saw that, I had first saw it as a video. It was on that Beautiful Experience. I thought that was going to be like his next sort of big thing. Like this was the anthem, my new style. These are the days a while. He was had this. Prince come up with. They got gang signs. Okay, I gotta have my own. I was like, okay. He kind of had that rap swag. He's on the car with the ladies. And I was like, oh God, say you're Prince. But yeah,
Taunja was like,
she's like, nah.
I've spoke my piece. Like I said, Days a While. It's a moment song. I can get in the moment when I'm somewhere and it's being played. But for me to go and be like, oh, I'm jumping in my Mini and I'm blasting Days a While.
No.
When they dropped that Days a While live, was on an audio cassette, and the bass.
Yeah.
It's dope. It's dope.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be mind if they did. This would probably be for the 2%, and I may be the 1%. If they did a rap sort of Prince. All of the raps.
You should do that.
But that would be interesting.
Why don't you how?
Maybe I will do it. We'll do it on the podcast.
Raps. Put it on Spotify.
It's raps.
What, Tony? We should do that.
What?
I'll talk to Tony M, sir.
Oh yeah. No shit.
Come on, we should do that. Damon. But anyway. What else? Well, we got a nice little 90 people chilling with us today.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you.
Hey, everybody.
Thank you.
Happy Saturday.
Yeah, and just a few shout outs because so what happened earlier today, we recorded our episode 2 of Switch the Style Up, and we talk about Dirty Mind and controversy. You have to watch it because Troy has a surprise for you in that episode that you will love. But when we were looking at this book here, I think it may look reversed on the screen, but
No, it looks good.
It does.
Prince Before the Rain is, man, go get this. Alan Bolio. This is a great book. Early Prince.
It's a great
icon maker.
Yeah,
man, that's really cool stuff. Shout out to Gregory Bell. I'm just putting you on Front Street, sir. Salute to you. Hopefully one day you will know why I'm saluting this man, and he'll come on the show and it'll be a good time for all. Anyway,
looking forward to that.
Yes. Yes. What else we can keep talking here forever. What's some other Prince things while we're here today? We can get off our chest.
Oh, who's going to New Year's Eve celebration party?
Hilarious.
Michael, did you almost choke?
No,
Okay.
no, it's all good. Salute to New Year's Eve. Yeah, I mean that's the thing to talk about.
Have fun. That'd be fun if I could. Yeah.
It should be fun.
Go ahead.
It should be fun. I was gonna go, but I'm not going. I decided I want to be somewhere warm for New Year's.
You were thinking about it though?
I was. I actually had a ticket booked.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I might not be able to make it this time, but hey man, salute to what a better place to be.
I know.
Celebrate New Year's though, right? Like, I can understand the appeal of that. My black ass gonna be at home though.
Who's talking about a hologram? Who's asking for a hologram?
I keep saying somebody's.
No, who keeps saying something about a hologram?
Oh, Andre, troublemaker. Hologram what?
Yeah, hologram.
There's not no hologram Prince.
There's never been a hologram of Prince. There's been a screen with him, but not a hologram.
Shout out to, I don't know if I can say what that your name is. I just say baby with the cute picture.
Green-eyed.
Green-eyed.
Oh, green-eyed. Oh, okay. And thank you for the super chat. I would love more earlier music with Vanity, Jill, etc. I hope his book isn't based on Susanna or the Cruise version of Life with Prince. I don't know if are you talking about Dwayne or what book you're mentioning? But I would love to hear that. I mean, the Protege music in general needs to be released.
It needs to.
Even if it's just going on the streaming services, it needs to be out there so that we can hear it. But I would love the family vinyl new version or CD or.
Let me tell you, that family album is something that needs to be celebrated.
Yeah.
That album
totally under
is a classic. If you don't have it, go check it out.
I feel like I don't know, people want to fight with me about this, but that's the quintessential Nothing Compares to You as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you, Troy. Mic drop.
I had to say it.
Yeah. I almost can't understand why people like the other version, but I get it.
Same here.
First version you heard, I suppose.
Yeah.
But to me, I just the day I heard it, I was like,
me too.
I know.
Whatever.
I would love to see Jill's release too. Jill's album is another banger in Jill's voice. Woo!
Yeah, man.
That is another classic for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, those, and like I said, for whatever reason, those could be record store day releases.
Yeah,
they could be something, but man, I'll scoop that up in a minute. Yeah, absolutely. Matt, let me get started on Matt. Where's Ricky Wyatt? Madhouse.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Madhouse. All that needs to be released.
Yeah.
The outtakes.
I'm gonna keep saying that too.
Yeah, the singles, the vinyl, all of it. We want it.
Seems like with the three of us, we should know somebody to twist an arm.
Listen,
look,
if nothing else, it is to me one of the most important aspects of Prince's diversity as a musician, and that the fact that he did 2 released albums, 2 unreleased albums of that material, it just doesn't make any sense to me how that is not pushed out there. It's so to show like dude was, he was a pop superstar, funk guy, rock, with this dude also doing instrumentals, jazz joints that was funky, and they was dope. And it was all him, like the first album, just him and Eric Leeds. To me, that's just remarkable. And the fact that it's recorded so fast and it's dope.
Yeah,
Right.
that's the stuff that I would play for my mom. Be like, hey,
yeah, man.
Like, oh, I like this. It's Prince.
And just like the News album, I love that album too, which I call Madhouse Part 2.
Yeah, I love that album too.
Yeah, man.
Or
about
perfect 15-minute.
The what's the Flesh stuff?
Yeah,
too.
Rebirth of the Flesh. Yeah,
that needs to be out there. Actually, Troy, when we went to go see, I forgot we went to that. There was the orchestra thing,
and they played that. Was that at the end?
They played that. There's the music coming in.
Like that was on the way.
It was like the unhold music. They were playing the Flesh sessions. I was just
That's
like,
right.
What? Yeah, they haven't done anything else like that.
They haven't had anything cool like touring like that. No. I was
hoping
that was going to grow.
I was hoping that would like stay longer, or they revisit it,
or grow.
That would be great.
Change.
Yeah.
Well, you guys
gotta get out of here.
I hate to damper the party, but I gotta roll.
That's fine. I got it. I need to eat too, and it's getting dark.
Yeah, she's East Coast.
That's right.
East Coast. It's almost 5 o'clock.
Coming through.
All right. Well, love you guys. Right.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Thanks, these guys. Go check them out online.
Bye.
Have the rest of your weekend. Be great. And with that said, work it like a job. We'll see you next time. Peace.